Imagine a young soldier, just 37, standing up to some of the world's biggest powers. He's not in a fancy suit or sitting in a big office. He's in army gear, a red beret on his head, speaking with fire in his voice. His name is Ibrahim Traoré, and he's the leader of Burkina Faso, a small country in West Africa. In just a few years, he's turned his nation into a shining example of hope, pride, and courage. People from Nigeria to London are talking about him, calling him a hero like Thomas Sankara, a legend from the 1980s. But why is this young captain inspiring millions? Why are the USA and Western countries nervous about him? Is he a hero fighting for his people, or a troublemaker shaking up the world? And what's happening in Burkina Faso that's got everyone's attention? We'll answer all these questions in this video. Let's start from the beginning. Hey everyone, I'm Kundan Yashputra and welcome to NextGen Now. Let's paint a picture. It's 2022 in Burkina Faso. Picture dusty villages with no electricity. Families struggling to buy food because prices are skyrocketing. Gold mines are everywhere, pulling out billions of dollars worth of treasure. But the money disappears to foreign companies. Meanwhile, violence from jihadist groups has forced nearly 2 million people, 1 out of every 10 Burkinabe, to leave their homes, according to a UN report from January 2025. For years, France, the country's former colonial ruler, had a big say in everything: its army, its gold, even its news. It's like someone else is running your house while you're still paying the bills. Then, in September 2022, a young army captain named Ibrahim Traoré said, "No more." He took over in a coup, not just to lead the country, but to fix a broken system. To understand Traoré, we need to go back. Burkina Faso used to be called Upper Volta. In 1983, a 33-year-old revolutionary named Thomas Sankara took charge. He renamed the country Land of Upright People and started building schools, planting trees, and fighting corruption. He wanted Burkina Faso to stand on its own, free from foreign control. But in 1987, he was killed in a coup, and many believe France had a hand in it. After that, a leader named Blaise Compaoré ruled for 27 years, cozying up to the West. Foreign companies took most of the country's gold, leaving locals with almost nothing. By 2022, Burkina Faso was stuck. Coups, violence, and poverty were the norm. Traoré, born the year Sankara died, grew up in this mess. He fought jihadists in the Sahel, saw French troops protecting mines instead of people, and thought, why are we letting outsiders take our wealth? So what did Traoré do? In 2023, he made a bold move. He kicked out French troops and ended a 1961 deal that let France poke its nose in Burkina Faso's business. It's like telling a bossy neighbor, stay out of my yard. He also shut down French media, like Radio France International, saying they spread lies to cause trouble. Instead, he looked to Russia and China for new partnerships, not to beg, but to work as equals. According to a report by Reuters on April 29, 2025, Traoré started keeping Burkina Faso's wealth at home. He built a gold refinery to process 150 tons of gold a year right in Burkina Faso, not in places like Dubai or Switzerland. It's like baking your own bread instead of buying it from a store. But Traoré didn't stop there. Let's talk about food. Burkina Faso grows tons of tomatoes, 290,000 tons a year, according to a 2021 report. Yet, it was buying tomato paste from other countries. Why? No factories to process those tomatoes. Traoré changed that. He built 2 tomato factories, one in Yako, another in Bobo-Dioulasso, paid for by Burkinabe people, not foreign loans. By June 2025, these factories were making 29,000 tons of tomato puree under a local brand called Adia. No more imports. It's like growing your own vegetables and cooking your own meals. Farmers now earn more and the country saves money. That's the kind of change people can feel. Traoré is also building other things. He's fixing roads and bringing in electric buses from China to make cities cleaner and less crowded. He started a railway factory in Bobo-Dioulasso to make train tracks and carriages right in Burkina Faso. Imagine building your own car instead of renting one. That's what this is. And healthcare? In July 2024, he launched the Presidential Health Initiative, building 55 medical centers and 5 intensive care units, according to a government report. He's even sending mobile clinics to villages so moms and kids can get checkups for free. It's like having a doctor visit your home when you're sick. Now let's get to why the West, especially the USA, sees Traoré as a threat. For a long time, Western countries like the USA and France have relied on Africa's resources, gold, oil, uranium, to keep their economies strong. Burkina Faso's gold, 57 tons in 2023, was mostly taken by foreign companies. Traoré's nationalizing mines and keeping the wealth at home. That's a problem for the West because it means less gold for them. He's also teamed up with Russia and China, who offer deals without strings attached. A 2024 Pentagon report mentioned U.S. troops in nearby countries like Chad and Ivory Coast, hinting they're keeping an eye on him. In April 2025, U.S. General Michael Langley told a Senate committee that Traoré was using gold to protect his junta, not help people. Sounds like an excuse to stir trouble, right? It's like blaming your neighbor for locking their door when you've been sneaking in. Traoré's bigger threat is his influence. He's part of the alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger, all of whom kicked out Western troops. At the 2023 Russia-Africa summit, he called out African leaders who act like puppets for the West. That speech went viral, shared across social media, inspiring young people tired of broken promises. A 2024 Afrobarometer survey showed fewer Africans trust Western-style democracy. They want leaders like Traoré who deliver results. If he succeeds, other countries might follow, saying no to unfair trade deals, no to foreign military bases, no to IMF loans that keep Africa in debt. It's like one kid standing up to a bully and inspiring the whole playground to do the same. The West fears losing control over Africa's resources and influence. But it's not all smooth sailing. Traoré faces big problems. Jihadist attacks are still a nightmare. 1,132 people died in 2024, according to the 2025 Global Terrorism Index. His government's been tough on critics, arresting journalists and sending dissenters to fight on the front lines, as reported by Human Rights Watch on March 27, 2025. Some worry he's trading Western control for Russian or Chinese influence. Still, his supporters, over 50,000, joined the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland in 2024. See him as a hero. The IMF said in April 2025 that Burkina Faso's economy is growing and poverty dropped to 24.9%. That's real progress, even if the road ahead is rocky. So why does Traoré capture hearts? He's young, bold, and speaks for a generation fed up with being stepped on. He's building factories, roads, and hospitals, not just promises. He's showing Africa it can stand tall. But to the USA and the West, he's a threat because he's breaking their rules, keeping Africa's wealth for Africans, and inspiring others to do the same. Will he keep Burkina Faso on this path? Can he beat the jihadists and global pressure? What do you think? Can Africa rise like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. Want more stories like this? Subscribe to NextGen Now. Hit the bell and let's keep this conversation going. I'm Kundan Yashputra and I'll see you in the next one.